If you've clicked on this thumbnail, you're likely a fan of the Honda VTX. Well, you've come to the right place. Last year, we did one season recap video and then highlight reels for each of our bikes, my VTX 1300 and Scott's Indian Chief. This year, I thought it would be fun to do two season recap videos instead, each from the perspective of each of our bikes. So if you want VTX or you're just a fan of motorcycling and travel in general, hang on tight. You're in for the ride of your life. This is Scott Fraser, and this is me, Gary Parsons, and we are the Northern Road Kings. The season started with a trip to Long Point, Ontario, Canada, and after a quick tour of the beach, some early season VTX thunder. Next, we travel from Erio, Ontario to Rondeau Provincial Park in an episode honoring our forests lost to this year's forest fires. And then some fantastic VTX riding clips through one of this region's most densely wooded areas. Next, I do a solo motovlog video from London through Sparta and into Port Bruce, Ontario, highlighting London's Mustang Drive-In, Sparta's historic tourism, and more epic riding, all filmed from one bike in the beautiful beach town of Port Bruce. Next, Ipperwash, Ontario, for a look at one of southwestern Ontario's finest beaches, followed by a road tour of the area on a rainy day.
I can see it on the horizon, spray painted in black and blue. I can feel the storm winds rising. Can you feel them too? Falling, lightning strikes and thunder rolls.
Then on to the famous Niagara Falls, Ontario, for some fantastic footage of this popular marvel of the world, followed by some epic VTX footage.
So I cool down. Won't you come on over? We can party till the sun's down. Let me buy you a drink while we're dancing a blink. I could go for some Queen Bee too. Macy's going boom boom. If you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. You can come on over. We can take the roller coaster.
Next, it's the 2023 Hogs for Hospice annual motorcycle rally. We participate in the registered ride from Leamington through Point Pelee and into Kingsville, Ontario for a rest stop, where we check out the music, motorcycles, and Hogs for Hospice fellow ralliers. back to Leamington and Seacliff Park for the main venue, where there are more bikes, vendors, and fun. Finishing with a Jake Owen concert. Next, up to Lake Huron to the beach town of Kincardine, Ontario, where we get some great beach footage and some excellent waterfront VTX riding. Next, Paris, Ontario, where we walk you through this beautiful tourist town on the Grand River, followed by more epic VTX riding clips. Next, I meet up with the London Motorcycle Riders Facebook group for a group ride into Blackbridge Harley-Davidson in Cambridge, Ontario. After this great ride with friends, I take a look at some of the Harleys here at one of their community day events. Next, on to Caledonia, Ontario for a tour of the famous Caledonia Bridge. We give you a quick history lesson on this amazing structure, a quick, very scenic walking tour, and then a look at the historic Haldeman House. Finishing with an epic VTX ride through history on the famous bridge. Then on to the popular fishing town of Mitchell's Bay, Ontario, Lake St. Clair, and a quick look at why this is such a great place to ride, fish, or go boating, followed by more VTX in the sunshine on the back highways of Chatham, Kent County. Next to Port Dover, Ontario for the 2023 Friday the 13th Motorcycle Rally. A great annual event with fantastic bikes and people, and one of my favorite towns to ride in. Lastly, to Port Stanley for our season finale, and a quick look at the beach in this beautiful little sailing town on Lake Erie on a cold day, followed by a street tour VTX style. Well, that wraps up the season. Thanks for watching. Next video we'll do this from the perspective of Scott's Indian Chief, but there's always more VTX ahead. So hit that like button, share the video with your friends, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Cheers.